floating back and forth at that point. I had an apartment in New York, and I had an apartment there, and so I was back and forth.
Because this was your first feature film.
I think I did one or two really bad movies before, but a lot of television.
Coming out of television.
Yeah, a lot of television.
And this is a lead role for you. It was
yeah, it was about as good as it gets. Yeah.
And this being the Deuce, and this being the night, seeing it at the Harris Theater. You growing up in New York City, from here, were you? Did you see a lot on the Deuce, or
let me just say I compliment you guys because I've just met you tonight, and there's Jeff, Joe, John, and anyone else with a J's name in here. I'm one of.
And then there's.
As you started off with the astonishing poetry, matching the visuals, I started to think about how great the recycling of the brilliance of the city and Brooklyn, and when you go back to when the great playwrights started and the great jazz musicians and the poets. We don't have that anymore today. There's a drowning out of the artistry in New York City. I don't see anybody mixing it up like you're doing right now, and I give you great credit for that. This takes us away from the norm, sit there with the popcorn and have people text messaging and all that crap. And so here we are. We're getting to eat a little bit and drink and see an old movie with a lot of scratches in it. How cool! Really great. Good for you.
And get to hear